Welcome to our presentation on the Certificate 3 in Hospitality School-Based Apprenticeship. My name is Rachel Maju. I'm the Operations Manager of Culinary Arts.
And I'm Luke Bergen. I'm the coordinator here at Vauxhall Tapes.
So today we're going to go through what it means to be what is known as an SPAT and how we run it here specifically at Vauxhall.
There's a couple of nice photos of us. Okay, next slide, moving on from that one. Thanks. So who are we? Vauxhall, we're one of the leading vocational tapes in Victoria. We have 3 campuses, Vauxhall, Melbourne, inner city, and at Lilydale. Currently in hospitality, we're working out at Lilydale and Vauxhall Tape. Not at the city at the moment, stay tuned for that one. So we offer different courses such as certificates, diplomas, degrees, and postgraduate courses. This course is more so not so much learning about Certificate 3 in hospitality, it's more about growing who you are, learning skills and develop life skills to get job ready for when you're ready to go out into workforce. All the staff here are very experienced. Probably most of them have over 20 years experience each in different types of hotels, restaurants, cafes, broad range in Australia, overseas, on cruise ships, everywhere.
Big events in Melbourne. We're involved with all the big events in Melbourne as well.
Yeah, so you've got the Grand Prix, you've got the carnival racing, you've got, what are the other ones?
Yeah, all those.
All the big ones.
Football, cricket,
Yeah.
all those things. So as you can see, this is one of our training kitchens. Nice and shiny, stainless steel. So we do have modern, well-equipped places, and being that we are the centre for culinary arts and hospitality, we actually run 2 restaurants as well, which is what makes us able to run this course.
Yeah, so both the restaurant here is called Townsend's Restaurant. We also have a restaurant at Lilydale campus. I'll say that at some point. Which we're getting revamped at the moment. We have operating bars. We do provide bar services. We do offer barista courses, so coffee making courses, front of house, which is basically waitering skills, and back of house that we call kitchen. So you're learning how to cook. There's a bit of acronyms you will learn along the way. Okay, next slide.
So as Luke previously said, we actually offer this course both at Vauxhall and Lilydale. We don't have a restaurant in the city at the moment. Lots of our students come from those areas within the darker blue and blue circles. Being that we are at Lilydale as well, there's a specific bus that goes from the station straight to the campus, and the bus stop's right outside our building.
Every 15 minutes,
Yeah.
So you can't be late. There's no excuse.
And Vauxhall being the hub that it is, there's heaps of public transport to that as well.
Slide. Thank you. So the school-based hospitality program that we offer, it's as I said, getting you job ready. So these are the few different things that we teach you, like customer service, how to serve food and beverages. You learn your RSA, which is responsible service of alcohol. So if you're on the venue, you are allowed to serve alcohol. You're not allowed to drink it, but if you're not on site, you are not allowed to serve alcohol if you're under the age of 18. We also do your food hygiene, food safety, learn how to cook, learn how to eat some food, we taste what we give to the customers so you guys can try that sort of thing. And this could be potentially your first employment opportunity. If you haven't had a job before, this is a great opportunity to start your first job, first paid job. And a lot of the students love it because it's paid, but they're also learning new skills and also developing and having a lot of friends, developing different friends. Networks in different areas. So people aren't just from Doncaster or Vauxhall, they're from everywhere. Everybody comes here. And they all get together and it's great. At one end of it, you have brand new friends.
So as Luke said, this is actually employment as well as a course that you do at either Box Hill campus or Lilydale campus. And the other thing about the alcohol is, yes, you are allowed to serve it to customers while you're on shift with Luke or myself. And yeah, we do actually do a lot of eating. I like how there's the cooking and eating there.
I don't get this body for being on a diet. Okay. Yes.
So that picture there is actually a bench that some of the previous SBATs did at Deakin Edge. So we all had to make our way into the city, take all the equipment and food with us. And it's an amazing opportunity just to work events and functions that we offer as an extra on top of your regular shifts that you would be doing every week as well. So the potential to earn a little bit more money too.
Yeah, so you're not secluded to the one venue. You're not just working at Fountains Restaurant or at Lilydale. We might put you at other venues such as Federation Square, Deakin Edge, for events such as the Kaleidoscope that we did last year, which was huge. I think we had 400 to 500 people attend that event. It was great. And we get to eat the food afterwards after all the people there. So it was good. Next slide. Okay, so how it works is it's aimed at years 10, 11, and 12 students. It takes a year. So when I say it takes a year, you're working with us as work. It's not just coming to do a course, it's work. So 6 months, you'll be working in the kitchen. We call it back of house for 6 months. Then at 6 month changeover period, you swap over to front of house for the next 6 months, where you learn how to do your cocktails, mocktails, coffee, certain food, beverage. So there's always, the transition at a 6 month period. So it will be on, generally at the moment, things can vary. We don't know what's happening tomorrow, so things can vary. So at the moment, on a Wednesday, we have a day that we do class day. So learning practical skills and then a little bit of theory on a Wednesday. That's one day. So generally from 1:30 to 6:30. If you're a VCAL, it might be 10 to 3. So it all varies. Then after that, you have your working days, which would be in a restaurant. You might be cooking for customers or you might be serving customers. And that can generally be from, as I said, with VCAL, you could be serving lunch, which is your more flexible hours. From VCE, you might be working maybe an evening shift, so 4:30 to 9:30. Then we have functions on top of that. So you might be finishing a little bit later, such as 10 or 11 o'clock at night. But we do keep in mind that you have school generally the next day, so we try to keep to a time frame.
So just on top of that, if you are in year 12 at the moment, unfortunately, we can't start one now, but if you're in 10 or 11, we can start mid-year and you will be finished by mid-year next year. So what happens, this is your pathway option. So this is Certificate 3 in Hospitality. The good thing about this Certificate 3 in Hospitality is that it actually does not affect any future courses you may do because you're currently doing it while you are a high school VCAL student. So that's a good thing. So you can go off, and some people find that they love cooking, so they come back and do a Certificate 3 in Commercial Cookery. Obviously, you get a couple of credits from the hospitality into the cookery, like your hygiene. So everyone does get their food handler's certificate. So if any employer asks, you already have it. So from the Cert 3, as I said, we can do other Cert 3s. You can go on to Cert 4. In any of your chosen fields, obviously we'd love you to come back and do more hospitality with us. But yeah, you do get that opportunity. And this course can actually go all the way through to a degree in hotel hospitality management. So that's very exciting as well. Careers.
So hospitality is probably the biggest industry in the world. It's a great one to fall back on. Even if you don't want hospitality as a career later on, it's a great way to earn money while you're studying something else. But not saying you can do hospitality, it's a great career. So if you want to go traveling overseas and you need some money, you've got this behind you. You've got your responsible alcohol, you've got hygiene, you've got customer service skills, you've got up-to-date knowledge and working with state-of-the-art equipment. So you've got all that behind you. So when you go traveling, you be sure that you can easily find work later on. But if career opportunities, as I said before, you can work on the cruise ships. I travelled around Australia myself for 2 years, working in hospitality venues along the way, and that's funded that by working in different establishments, resorts, pubs, restaurants, and so on.
So some of the previous students here that have studied here with Box Hill Culinary Arts are in places like Europe, London, and they manage the event venues and things like that. So hospitality can take you all around the world. Everyone needs to eat. All of your trainers have different backgrounds, as Luke said. We've got guys that have come from the Burj Al Arab over in Abu Dhabi, like 6-star hotels. We all currently still work in the events industry in some way as well, whether it's in the catering side or front of house. Very shortly, we've got, I don't know what it's going to look like this year, but things like the Melbourne Cup. We encourage all our students to work that week with Melbourne Cup, and that's a possibility if you are an SBAT as well, depending on what's happening with school. But even you can travel with being a barista.
Yeah.
Melbourne's known for its coffees. Functions, the football, every event that runs in Melbourne has food and beverage attached to it in some way. Yeah, so amazing and different career opportunities. And as Luke said, we give you the basis in this thing to go off with the confidence to maybe be something else as well. So it's a worthwhile program to do.
Next slide, please. Just a couple of pictures I've added, we've added, sorry. On the left-hand side, that was one of the groups we had at Deakin Edge in Federation Square. So we go with the team, come with the team, we'll lead with the team. It's a great way to bond and meet new, interesting people. A few other photos there. We go to different places. We have breakfast buffets. We have different functions, wine functions. We go out to do small catering, as in the macarons. We make macarons and cakes and biscuits. And as Rachel said, we work in a different variety of venues. Next slide, please. So 99.9% of the students who have already completed the SBAT program say this. They want to come back. They want to help other students finish this course. Because the skills they learn and the confidence they gain from day one till they finish, they're a completely different person. We had one student talk in front of 60 people, quite confident. I'm not saying that's for everybody, it's not for me. But anyway, so, and they tell their friends, and their friends join the course, and everybody gets a great experience out of it. So it's great. Plus, they make money at the same time. Let's not forget the money part. The money's great. It's like a lot of as it's written here, a lot of the local schools do recommend this course. We do have limited numbers, so if you are interested in becoming an SBAT, you need to get onto us straight away. Currently, yeah. So for next year, we have got lots of spaces at the moment. We've got very limited spaces at Box Hill, but with ample spaces at Blue Valley at the moment.